Hey guys, my name is Tyner Waltman, and I'm going to be talking about Pashtunwali. Pashtunwali is the code that the Pashtuns live by. It has been passed down from generation to generation by word of mouth since prehistoric times and predates Islam and is still lived today. Translated, it means the way of the Pashtuns or the way of life. So I have a lot to cover in this presentation. I'm going to briefly touch on all the points, but I want to focus on just a few of them. So, who are the Pashtuns? The Pashtuns are traditionally a nomadic tribal people. They would travel around to find grazing lands. They make up about 42% of Afghanistan's population and about 15% of Pakistan's. And like a lot of Pakistanis, they have much closer ties to their tribe than they do their country. Where do they live? They're an ethnic group that lives in northwestern Pakistan and southwestern Afghanistan. If you recall, we have talked about the tribal areas, and that is where they mostly live. So, what is Pashtunwali? Pashtunwali is the code of life, and it is followed closely by the Pashtun people. So closely that a lot of times it influences political decisions in a town or a village. There are 11 main points to the Pashtunwali code. Each branch of the code is controlled by rule of conduct and dictates how you live your life as a Pashtun. So the first is Melmastia, or showing hospitality and respect to all visitors. It doesn't matter about your race, religion, nationality, or economic status, and doing so without any hope of reward. Pashtuns will go to great lengths to show their hospitality to others. Nanawatai. This means to give protection to a person against his enemies, and these people are protected at all costs. Even those running from the law must be given refuge until the situation can be clarified. So, a notable example of Nanawatai is Navy Petty Officer First Class Marcus Luttrell. You might recall a book called Operation Red Wing, or the movie Lone Survivor, which is about Marcus, who was the sole survivor of a four-man team of Navy SEALs that was ambushed by Taliban fighters. He was badly wounded, but was able to evade the enemy until he was found and aided by a man named Gulab, who took him to his village under the Nanawatai Code. The tribal chief protected him, fending off multiple attacks by the Taliban for days until U.S. forces were able to rescue Marcus. Badal. To seek justice or take revenge against the offender. There's no time limit that restricts the period which revenge can be taken. Even a mere taunt counts as an insult, which usually can be only recompensed by shedding the taunter's blood. If he is out of reach, his closest male relative must suffer the penalty instead. Badal has been the cause of many blood feuds and can last generations and involve whole tribes with the loss of hundreds of lives. And here's a quote from Malala. It says, "I think everyone makes a mistake at least once in their life. The important thing is what you learn from it. That's why I have problems with our Pashtunwali code. We are supposed to take revenge for wrongs done to us, but where does that end? If a man in one family is killed or hurt by another man, revenge must be exacted to restore Neng, or honor." Torah. A Pashtun must defend his land, belongings, and family from invaders. He must always defend the honor of his name, or else death may be the consequence. Sabat, or loyalty. Pashtuns owe loyalty to their family, friends, and tribe members. Pashtuns must never be unloyal, because this is a matter of shame for their families and themselves. Kagara. A Pashtun must always strive to be good in thought, word, and deed. Pashtuns must behave respectfully to people, to animals, and to the environment around them. Pollution of the environment, or its destruction, is against the Pashtunwali code. Grow, or faith, is to trust in Allah and to claim Him as the only true God. Wiyar our Marana, or pride and courage. Pashtuns must demonstrate courage. Pride is important in Pashtun culture and must be preserved. They must respect themselves and others, especially those they do not know. Namas. A Pashtun must defend the honor of women at all costs and must protect them from verbal and physical harm. Hawad. A Pashtun is obliged to protect the land of the Pashtuns. Their philosophy is defense of the nation means defense of the Pashtun culture. And finally, Neng. Neng means honor. If a man has no honor, he has nothing. And this is what the Pashtuns are all about. All right, that's the end. I hope that this has clarified what Pashtunwali is and helps you understand what it means to the people of Pakistan. And I hope you don't mind that I varied from the traditional PowerPoint presentations. Thanks.